Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Aetherdrift Draft here on the channel. We're going to be going pick by pick and play by play, talking through everything, so you know what to do when you draft this format yourself. Let's dive on in. Okay, our rare is the Mimoplasm, revered one. A very sweet card indeed. Mythic rare. Exile X creature cards from your graveyard. It enters with 3+1/+1 counters on it for each creature card exiled this way. Becomes a copy of target creature card exiled with it, except that it's a 0/0 and it has this ability. I really want to play the Mimoplasm. It's a really cool card. It's a really unique card, really fun to build around, really exciting. And there's not many times you're going to open it, pack one, pick one, and get to build around it. So we are going to build a Mimoplasm deck. And let's see what we shall see. I mean, there's all sorts of things to consider when you have the Mimoplasm. For starters, how to fill your graveyard. And then other things like cool abilities you can get on creatures, and also how to get the 3 colors that you need to cast it, and also how to, get it, like find it in the first place, like dig for it, have recursion. So yeah, I'm excited to try this card out. If I was like at the Pro Tour trying my best to win, I mean, this pack is a bit of a miss. There's Memory Guardian, which is pretty good. This card's good if you're black-green. Gear Seeker's a solid common. This card's a solid common, but we're Mimoplasming it up. Oh my gosh, I could not ask for a better follow-up card to Mimoplasm than Stock Up. It's going to dig 5 cards for a Mimoplasm, which is just excellent. It's just what I'm looking for. And yeah, so that's huge. So we've got Mimoplasm and we've got Stock Up to help find it. We want card draw. We want ways to fill the graveyard. And then we want creatures, of course. And then ways to like other things to do if we don't draw our Mimoplasm. And then fixing. So like Dismal Blackwater, Night Market, those sorts of cards would be great. I would definitely love to have these, but Stock Up is too important. Digging 5 cards is a huge percentage of your deck in Limited. And yeah, so this is going to be perfect. If this wasn't in the pack, I might just take the Dismal Backwater to get some fixing guaranteed into the deck. Night Market's tempting as well for that reason. And then Skystreak Engineer is a card that I think would be pretty good with Mimoplasm. It trades off early, and then you can make your Mimoplasm have flying. So okay. I love Elvish Refueler, so I think I'm going to take that. I know there's Spike Shell Harrier and stuff, but Elvish Refueler is really, really nice. It gives you the late game grind ability. It also lets you reuse your exhaust abilities, and in blue-green, that's especially good. So I could see myself playing blue-green, splash, black for Mimoplasm. That could be a really good home for it. But Elvish Refueler is like a very strong card. I like it a lot. Spike Shell Harrier will be my next pick. Great tempo play. If you're playing an aggro deck and they play a Spike Shell Harrier, it feels like the end of the world sometimes. And then Spin Out's pretty good removal, but Refueler is great. I do think it's better than Spin Out. I don't think it's particularly close even. Okay. Pothole Mole. Really nice pickup here. Gives us some good graveyard filling ability, because you have to fill the graveyard for that Mimoplasm, because you have to be able to exile X things. And they all have to be creatures. And it helps you find your lands when you're digging for your colors. I like Brim Bauble. I think it's more likely that we're playing blue-green than black-green base. Though I guess we could splash Stock Up as well in a black-green deck. But Pothole Mole is just what we're looking for. Whir of Invention. We're taking the Rangers. Ether Hive. There's nothing that can convince me not to. 3 mana. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, you create a 1/1. We already have the Elvish Refueler, which lets us do this every turn. Huge synergy piece. It's also just a huge vehicle. Great card. Whir of Invention has some crazy art, but we're not taking that. Also, creatures that cycle can also be good with Mimoplasm, so we'll keep that in mind. They dig for the Mimoplasm while also being useful with it. Okay, Rise from the Wreck. I see you. We want recursion in our deck because we want to be able to get back the Mimoplasm if it dies, or if we mill it over, more importantly. So Rise from the Wreck can help us do that. We already have a vehicle. We have creatures. We're going to have mounts in green, presumably. And yeah, creatures with no abilities. We see these Gibbericks coming around. Let's go for it. Wow. Okay. This is a crazy pick. I love Thornwood Falls, and I love good fixing in these sorts of decks, but Greenbelt Guardian is messed up. You play it on turn 2, and then on turn 4, you just make a 5/5 with trample, potentially. Thornwood Falls will be good for helping splash, but you got to take the power level. It's really funny, too, because I'm like the sort of person that almost always, like, I value the land too highly, and I know I do. And so just making sure I take the good cards for my default blue-green deck. I would also not mind the other exhaust card that was in that pack. There's the little like 1/1 guy that makes an elephant, and that card's really good with the Elvish Refueler synergy. Okay, there's a Velo Heart Bike. That's some fixing. Also a vehicle to go with our Rise from the Wreck. So that's pretty reasonable. There's also Defend the Rider, but I'm not taking that right now. I'm just trying to fill up my deck with a little bit of fixing. Seems like a good opportunity to get some. And Defend the Rider's okay, but it's a good card, but it's not what I'm looking for right now. It would also be nice to protect the Mimoplasm, but we need our mana fixing. Wrong color, but maybe the blue one will wheel. I don't think it will, but we'll keep it in mind. So we'll take the Hazard of the Dunes. This card's interesting. We can double our exhaust abilities. It's tempting. I'm not going to take it, though. I don't think it's very good. I would love Venom Saklagak, but I'm going to take the Night Market now. We need the mana fixing. And Venom Heart would also be good with the Rise from the Wreck, but gotta get the mana fixing when you can. And then we get a Jaguar, so we get a mount anyway. And this can give our Mimoplasm Vigilance if we copy it. Maybe I was supposed to take the 2-mana card. But I like getting more exhaust abilities to go with my Ranger's Ether Hive and stuff. Not a lot of random blue cards. Mostly just green. Lots of cards that look like 3-drops, but they're really not. And then we get a Tarion. Nice. Huge 9/7. This is the vanilla creature we can get back with our Rise from the Wreck. We get a last pick land. What cards are good for drafting? I mean, there's a lot of good cards for drafting. Wow, another card for our Rise from the Wreck. We're really cruising. Okay, normally I would take Earth Crumbler. It's kind of a non-bow with our Mimoplasm, though. The District Mascot. District Mascot with Mimoplasm is funny because Mimoplasm has a bunch of counters. So we can just start taking out artifacts. We can just destroy them. Destroy. I think I will take the Earth Rumbler. I'm trying to build a deck that's going to be good for Mimoplasm, and those decks are also good for Earth Rumblers. I'm so tempted by the Mascot, though. This card can't get the Mimoplasm. Earth Rumbler. Nah. Also Grimbauble. Another Rise from the Wreck. We're just going to take Pothole Mole. There's Thopterist. Mole is just what we want, though. We might not be base blue based on the way this draft has gone. Blue hasn't seemed very open. Black has seemed much more open, but we haven't taken the black card, so they've gotten passed around. Kind of like mono green Mimoplasm at this point. There's 12 green cards, 3 blue, and 1 black card. Mimoplasm. And another Elvish Refueler. We're kind of cruising here. We've got our Elvish Refueler combo. I kind of now wish that I'd taken the 1/1 that makes elephants now that I have this combo with it. Gibberick. Kalorna. Sabotage Strategist. Elvish Refueler. I mean, our green deck is looking great. Who knows if it's green-blue, but now we have the combo with the Ether Hive as well. A couple Refuelers to go with that. I'm really liking this deck. It's looking pretty cool. Our Rise from the Wreck has got a lot of types. Currently, would much rather have a Lagak than like an Alacrian Jaguar, but we do what we have to do. Oh my gosh. Well, with 3 Elvish Refuelers, any exhaust card is going way up in the pick order. Like this camera launcher, for example. Jeez Louise. I wouldn't mind Engine Rat. I wouldn't mind even Calaxion or something. But Elvish Refueler is an absolute monster. Once we get to the late game, what are they going to do? We have our Mimoplasm for the late game. Veloheart Bike helps us splash and Night Market right now. And our only mill cards are going to find us the land we need, so we don't have to worry about running a limited number of them. Oh, perfect. We get another cycling land. Wouldn't mind Gastel Raider. This card's great. Kill spell, bounce off. I've not seen bounce off cast like a single time, which is kind of crazy because the card is totally solid. You can bounce your own cards. Yeah, Night Market's definitely the pick, though. We need more fixing. Because don't forget, this card is 3 colors. I think with triple Elvish Refueler, we need to play blue so this can be a base color. I would normally take Molt Tender here to be synergistic with Mimoplasm, but the Scurryfoot is so good with the Elvish Refueler that we have to take it, I think. Even over Run Over. It's just such a good late game card. Sure, buffing up the Elvish Refueler every turn is okay, but we really want to just be going wide. Sometimes you got to make those concession picks. Run Over is kind of the interaction that we would have been able to get, so we might be a little bit troubled. I will take this Run Over, though, I think. Honestly, Ooze Patrol would be pretty reasonable. Scurryfoot is a card I really want, but we're going to need some interaction. We don't have any right now, so getting 1 copy of this. The first Scurryfoot was really important, but I think the first Run Over is also pretty important. Mangler for early defenses or Earth Rumbler. Could be a nice Mangler angle. Or a Beast Rider. I think Mangler's a little bit better. Also good for our Rise from the Wreck to have more vehicles to choose from. Mascot Wield. We'll take the Mascot. And we'll just take Hazard. Hazard's better, I think. But Mascot with Mimoplasm is so sweet. Another Rise from the Wreck. We got another Mole. Wow, we are really filling the graveyard. I wouldn't mind Gibberick. And another Hazard. We are kind of crushing it in this draft in terms of green being wide open. Pack 3, here we go. Waxen Shape Thief. I think we just take the Greenbelt Guardian. There's also this card, but it's terrible with Mimoplasm. We have a lot of moles to fill the graveyard. Giving Mimoplasm trample's no joke. Rise from the Wreck's going to wheel. There's Venom Sack Lagak, and there's also another Night Market. I think I just take another Night Market. I would love the Venom Sack. I think Venom Sack's good. But getting the ability to cast our Mimoplasm is key. Same argument. I think the Dredger's Insight is actually going to wheel this time, though. There's a Guardian Sunmare. So we could tutor up our Mimoplasm. But it would go straight to the battlefield and die. This is going to help us with our splash, though. And then Dredger's Insight hopefully wheels. Like, I'm really hoping this wheels, but you got to build the best deck available with the cards, and so that card's like 80% to wheel. And now we get another copy of a land that'll help our mana base. We really don't have interaction. This deck is just all out on doing its little exhaust shenanigans. We could take a Siphon's End, but just going to keep taking these lands. Veloheart Bike. Marshall's Path Cruiser. Starting column. Ether Siphon. We're never getting to max speed, though. I'm just going to take the bike. We use our mana pretty well. We have the Rise from the Wrecks to get it back. We fill our graveyard pretty well. Thanks to Triple Mole. Beautiful. We get another Scurry Foot. Our deck is going to be really good against some decks and really bad against others, which is kind of how it goes in draft sometimes, but we probably could have avoided it. Like, if we get our Refueler engine going. Yeah, Velo is bike in French. That is a good point. Oh, yeah. We're taking Ram through run over. I would love Molt Tender. Don't get me wrong. It would be great. I would love Dismal Backwater. You know I'm a sucker for lands. But we need a second interactive spell. And Ram through run over is the best one I think we can get. Gosh, that was a good pack for us. That was a good pack. Run over is actually really good. Now we have 2 kill spells. That was something I was worried about. What? What? I don't think anyone else is playing green. Like, I'm convinced. Like, 8th pick Autarch Mammoth? What is happening? We're going to have a lot of access to it, too, because we have garbage mount coming out, great mount going in. Oh my gosh. And then we're going to get Midnight Mangler, number 2, for defenses. Or we could take the Skystreak Engineer. Let's take Skystreak Engineer. Giving our Mimoplasm flying seems pretty good. Also activating its ability a few times. And we even wield the Lagak. Perfect. We don't need more than 2 Rise from the Wrecks. And we wield the Dredger's Insight. Perfect. This deck came together perfectly. I feel like a genius. Now we have 2 Saddlers, 2 Vanilla Creatures, 2 Vehicles, 3 Vehicles that we want to run, and Creatures. We're going to get 4 cards from Rise from the Wreck a bunch of times. Earth Rumbler, number 2, sure. Twitch chat's asking if we should have taken Broken Wings. I don't think so. The problem's going to be have to running a 60-card deck. Oh, we're not running a 60-card deck. We're going to make cuts. We're going to make brutal, efficient cuts. It's going to be crazy how many cuts we make. Okay. All of our cards are good. I was really confident we'd be able to make cuts right off the bat, and now I'm not sure. 3. I have 4 black sources with just those. That seems all right to me. And I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue sources. 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 blue, green sources. But I never want to use these for green. Okay, the Elvish Refuelers are awesome. The Greenbelt Guardians are pretty good. Creature count is at 17. We want to keep that high. Gonna cut 1 Earth Rumbler. It's legitimately crazy how many combos and stuff we have in our deck. We want to keep the ability to get 4 cards from Rise from the Wreck. So we're going to cut 1 each of those and be kind of sad about it. I think Skystreak Engineer is worse, actually, than this guy. Oh, man. Yeah, this is a weird build. I think I might have done it wrong. I think Greenbelt Guardian's really good with this card, though. I'm going to try it like this for now, though. I will see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the people who support my channel at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patreon support allows me to make high quality content on a consistent basis, and patrons gain access to cool bonus resources like my card by card tier list for each set, including Aetherdrift, and my format thoughts document where I go more in depth on some cards and strategies that I like. I want to give a special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It really does make a big difference. And without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. This is an easy keep. Our deck does lack a little bit of early game, because we're trying to fill our graveyard, get the Mimoplasm going, have some recursion so we can get back the Mimoplasm if it goes to the graveyard. A lot of moving pieces. There's a stock up. And they're making a 1/1. Okay. It's kind of an aggressive start. I'm worried. Oh no. Well, this game's over. We tried. It's one of those cards that's like kind of unbeatable on turn 2 and kind of bad on other turns. At least we have something to do this turn. Oh my gosh. They're going crazy. Why didn't they crew with this guy? I think I'm just trying to play my Tarian and hope that guy's good enough to stabilize me. Okay. Maybe I'm supposed to get an untapped land so I could just go this card plus the Scurryfoot this turn. I got allured in by the draw of the life gain. Kind of got a bunch of chump blockers now. If their last card isn't an interactive spell, maybe I've got him. Okay. That's fine. I'll be able to chump that forever starting soon. Wow. They didn't decide to crew their vehicle. Or did they just play it? I think they just played it. Never mind. No, they just played this thing. I can just take the 7. Okay. They're going to gain a billion life, but I don't care. Go, Scurryfoot. Do your best. Wow, they have every color. That's crazy. Except black mana, I guess. So this can put 2 counters on it. I have a Death Toucher now. That's huge. No need to attack just yet. Okay. I'm just going to get it back with my Rise from the Wreck. So random creature is Elvish Refueler for sure. No mount. That's my vehicle. That's my vanilla guy. I think we've got him. We're just going to make so much power with our combo. Okay. Sure. Do we have our run over? Yeah, we still have one run over left. I could lose now. That's actually huge for me. They have drawn a lot of lands in a row. I didn't cast the Mimoplasm. It was not needed. My exhaust synergies took over instead. My gosh, that was sweet. See you next round. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. Could be a slow matchup. I'm going to name green with this one so that I can name black with the next one and have double green for my stuff that cares about it. Wow. 3-color. I'm kind of getting toasted by these flyers. Don't be the bounce card. Don't be the bounce card. Don't be the bounce card. Okay. So if they activate this one, I'll kill this one. If they don't activate that one, I'll kill this guy. Yeah, I was not going to beat interaction. At that point, it didn't really matter. I could have just killed their guy with 3-4. But I couldn't. Yeah, it was tough. Oh well. See you next round. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. We're hoping maybe we should be playing more of the like cards that will have reach and stuff. This will come in untapped because of my Lagak, so that's good. Not that it matters right now, because I'd rather play this guy anyway. Maybe we need to play more Dune Worms or something. It's a fine trade for me. Don't worry, opponent. I'm going to be getting my Pothole Mole game on. I've milled a lot of lands. So I can make one counter on this right now. Oh my gosh, my opponent is going off. They're living the dream that I want to live. This might be a record for most Pothole Moles cast in a game. I think 5 have been cast. Stats. Get wrecked. Okay, I see how it is. Let's go. We're rolling. They probably have some way to interact with this. No? Okay. We're chilling then. So many moles have died this game. Oh, so that the Mimoplasm might live. The elephants are here. Mimoplasm hype. What they putting in? Okay, nice. Saved some mana. Watch them activate it and me kill it in response, then concede. Okay. Never mind. Boom! Got there. Oh, it's such a thing of beauty. That was the mole game. There were so many moles flying back and forth. The Mimoplasm could have been a mole. Oh my gosh. What a win. See you next round. Welcome to round number 4. I think. We have 1, 2, 3. Activate this, activate this, activate this, activate this, activate this. I've been neglecting my job to watch this stream. That's not good. I don't like hearing that. Work is important. Doing the exhaust stuff in one game and the mime stuff in the other game, yeah, it's pretty cool. If they use a kill spell on the Lagak, I'm going to be very pleased. Okay, they're cycling. Sure. No need to go for the scurry for the refueler just yet. I guess I could have played the guy. I should have crewed with this guy if I was going to crew. I decided not to attack with the scurry foot later. Because I didn't want it to die, because I have this Elvish Refueler playing, obviously. I played this game like a coward, I'll be honest. I should have just jammed Refueler and made them have an answer. So they bounced my 1-1 instead of the 3-3. Don't understand. I really don't. Maybe I messed that up. I could have put way more pressure on them. Crewed this up. Instead of playing this, I just rammed through their 3-4, hit them for 7. That would have been way better. I did not play this game very well. I was not paying attention. To be honest, I was watching, reading Twitch chat. Yeah, this was a terribly played game. I could have killed them by now. I want them to spend their mana on their turn. I think they have the cycler that makes it shrink, yep. Maybe I should have attacked with everything. Dealt 7 to them. He says as he realizes that he's kind of misplayed again. Gosh, this has been an ugly game. Hideous, really. He wins anyway. Let's go. Nice. Oh, there's a lot of things I could have done differently there, but we got the win, and I'll see you next round. Welcome to another round of the perfect hand. We can cast Mimoplasm early. Maybe turn 5 Mimoplasm as a 6/6. Ooh, Dredger's Insight. We're dredging. Ooh, that's scary. That is terrifying, actually. All hands on deck. We do not want that to happen in a cycling deck. Are you insane? Don't have the -3/-0 guy. Please, no. Oh my gosh, of course they have it. Why wouldn't they have it? It's only the best possible card for that situation. Whoa! Thank you for the tip. I really appreciate that, Vikao. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we will pothole mole here. Take a land. We're going to be able to kill this guy, luckily, with our run over. I'm glad we drew that. Oh, little do they know, milling me will not go well. Well, we need to save this thing to kill this thing. I'm milling myself a decent amount, too. I need to probably not play Dredger's Insight until I've got a dominant board state. Five mana 6/6 isn't the most exciting, gotta be honest. Oh. That's good, though. We've got that extra ability under him now. He can be a reacher. If they deal with my Mimoplasm. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad now. Oh, no. So I can get back Mimoplasm later. Oh. Oh, man. Hopefully I draw a land, so next turn I can go this into running over the next. I'm probably going to lose this game, though. I wasn't able to get my thing going. I got my Mimoplasm, but they had a kill spell, and that kind of doomed me. Though I do kind of hope that I can wreck them with this. They go for the exhaust, and I get back 4 cards, and then... Oh, so close, so close. That's such a shame. Well, it has to be done. They got a bunch of extra card draw. They haven't even milled that many creatures. I've got a vehicle, a creature, and a vanilla creature to get back. Gosh. I was kind of close. If I'd drawn a land to go that and to run over last turn, I think I would have had a chance to win this, because I would have been able to put a lot of pressure on them. As it is, though, they're just going to mill me for 2 again. Or maybe even just go for the big mill this time. This is not a good matchup for me, let's just say. I don't have a way to kill the monument, unfortunately, either. Can't exile any cards from my graveyard, sadly. I was one card away. If I could have cast this Earth Rumbler, I would have gotten it. Because I could have exiled all of them. If I could have played the Earth Rumbler, I could have exiled 1, 2, 3, only 3. Gosh, do I actually have enough power to kill them this turn? Maybe. No. I mean, they've got me for sure. I'm dead to rights. I wonder what their green is for. This game was over as soon as their Mako survived because they cycled that guy on turn 2 or whatever. I felt like it was over at least. It's just like, what am I going to do against that? And then they killed my Mimoplasm. Hey, Doom. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm a self-mill deck. This is not a good matchup. I don't know if I can ever beat that card. And then I kind of had a bad draw to combine with that, so that's how it goes. To another round. I feel like we've been on the draw every single time. But maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me. But is it just me? Have we been on the draw every single time? I mean, in this case, being on the draw is saving me, because I don't know if I could have survived if I missed my land drops. I'll block. You don't think I will? Try me. I would love to draw a land here. Sure. I sincerely hope this stops him from playing a follow-up play, but it won't. Of course not. I'm going to play the Lagak, because Lagak can use Run Over for 1 mana to kill this thing. Though I guess that involves me drawing another land, because I kind of want to go 2-drop Lagak, kill something. No blocks. Ugh. That's gruesome. It's gnarly. Come on, land. I believe in you. Sometimes it's not meant to be. Rainbow Star Visions. But not. Yeah, you keep the 2-lander on the draw and don't get there sometimes. It happens. Wow. If we draw a land, we're still in it, which is the craziest part. Because the 1/1 can block... of course, why would we? Our 1/1 can block this guy. We can shoot this guy. We're still in it, even if we just draw 2 lands in a row now. How crazy is that? Just, why? Why would you do me like this, game? What did I do to hurt you? Well, now we lose, obviously. Oh my gosh. That was tilting. Kind of sucks to go down like that, not gonna lie. Just no fun at all, really. My deck was really cool. We lost 2 in a row. I mean, the Mako thing kind of got us going up against a mill deck. I mean, we had so many options here. We could have played a Midnight Mangler to be at better defenses early. Maybe it would have been better than an Earth Rumbler or Tarian. We had a lot of choices we could have made with this deck. Ultimately, none of them would have saved us in that last game. Dredger's Insight seemed like a cool card to try. It was like a cool synergy piece to help us find the Mimoplasm. It was more of a experimental card, though. I think this card's definitely worse than just playing a Greenbelt Guardian in almost all cases, or just one of these creatures. But I kind of wanted, like, this is like the only home where Dredger's Insight would really work, so I kind of wanted to try at that time. Set up my Rise from the Wrecks and stuff. But yeah, I mean, really sweet deck. It did quite well. 3-3, but could have easily done much better. And yeah, I could have. I think this is the worst card that I played. Like, I could have played something better, and that could have made a difference potentially in the game we lost to Mill. Like, if I could never cast this card, so maybe I could have done something else. But we didn't have a lot of 3-2 drops, so probably should have been less aggressive on the late game cards. I probably should have gone like 1 Rise from the Wreck down, 1 Dredger's Insight down, and then play 2 more 2 drops like that. And then like cut this guy for the Hazard of the Dunes, and like been like, okay, I only have 1 Rise from the Wreck. I don't have to maximize it. Like, this is almost certainly a better build, but I kind of like trying out some of the weird cards. Try to get max value from your Rise from the Wreck. Try to get your Dredger's Insight in there when you can to find your Mimoplasm. I'm glad we got to do some cool stuff, but it was definitely kind of a couple of the choices I made were not optimal, kind of on purpose, but that's how it goes when you get experimental and want to try some underplayed cards to see where they might find a home. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. If you did make it all the way to the end of the video, in the comments section down below, leave hashtag the one, because we had the revered one in our deck, and they did a lot of good work in that, especially that one game where we played him and he just got absolutely huge and turned into a mammoth, and that was a lot of fun. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe for more, comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback if you did enjoy it. But yeah, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.